you have just hit a very important point that is crucial to the total package, the total cricket system, where between age 19 and about 23, 24, maybe 25, you run the risk of losing some of your talent if there's no room for them to get into the territorial board, set up the contracts, or there's nothing else happening side by side. You'd recall that in 2019, which was the first few months in office, we put in place an emerging players team under the coaching leadership of Floyd Reefer that actually won the Super 50 that the end of that year in Trinidad. Super 50 was in St. Kitts and Trinidad. Those players are in danger. Some of them are being lost. But guess what? At least one of them has gone on to the West Indies T20 team, and you know who he is. And so it tells us that we have to keep that program going. We also started the program with the CPL, where the CPL team, each franchise has to include at least 2 emerging players. That list of emerging players is being prepared right now by Jimmy Adams and his selectors and so on to send to the CPL so that the time of the draft and so on, they can be included into the CPL. But it needs more than that. That is just the tip of the iceberg. But at least we have started. It's going to take some investment. It's going to take, one of our promises in our 10-point plan is more international exposure for under 19 and emerging players. The under 19 has gotten a fair amount of investment. We had in 2019, we had England and Sri Lanka visit to play a triangular series before they went off to the World Cup in South Africa. That was good practice, good preparation, but we need more of that. We have some of that planned for this year for the under 19. We hope to have South Africa and possibly India come to give us another triangular series towards the end of the year, but they need to be doing more even before that. Hopefully, there might even be an England tour involved for the under 19. So the under 19 is benefiting this year, primarily because not because only of our commitment, but because of the World Cup in January. And we have, no matter how bad things are, no matter how awkward it is to get players together in the same territory, we simply just have to do whatever we can so that our team is at the best that it can be. But your point, emerging players, we have to encourage the territorial boards to do specific programs with the emerging players, even if they can't get into their franchise system. Every franchise system needs to have younger players and senior players. We need to have a mix, but we got to make sure that the best young players can make their way into the system. We can't afford to lose them. We have too few players as it is. We need to broaden our pool of players, and that's very important to us.